Good morning everyone, or good evening, or good night, or whatever time you're watching this video. So in this video, I'm gonna be reading short horror stories. It's currently 10:40 p.m. in the night, so I'm still safe. Let's just hope we get over with this video before 12, because the bitch ain't about to sleep alone tonight, okay? So I got these 150 short 2-sentence horror stories that freak you out. So I'm gonna read them and I'm gonna react. Let's see if they're actually scary. Does it actually freak you out? I actually got this idea from TikTok. I was watching this video where this girl was reading 2-sentence short horror stories and it was so interesting, and I just felt like, oh my goodness, I should definitely do this. I want to read more of short horror stories, so might as well just do it on camera and give you guys my reaction. So you know what? Let's get started. I begin tucking him into bed and he tells me, "Daddy, check for monsters under my bed." I look underneath for his amusement and see him, another him, under the bed, staring back at me, quivering and whispering, "Daddy, there's someone on my bed." Throw the whole child away. Get a refund. Put that child back from where it came from. The coochie. If that was my child, I'ma put that child to the orphanage. Not in my house, baby. Not in my house. How the hell am I supposed to protect you if I'm scared of it myself? I can't move, breathe, speak, or hear, and it's so dark all the time. If I knew it would be this lonely, I would have been cremated instead. Oh my goodness, this is one of my biggest fears. I've actually spoken about this to my mother and my friends. Like, what if we don't know what happens after death? What if we are buried under the ground and then we're awake and it's so dark and then you feel those ants and animals and insects eating you? But what if you get cremated and you feel the fire, the agony, the pain? So really, there's just no way out of it. Oh my goodness, that is one of my biggest fears. I wish I knew what happened after death, but I don't. Don't be scared of monsters. Just look for them. Look to your left, to your right, under your bed, behind your dresser, in your closet, but never look up. She hates being seen. Okay, yeah, nobody. I woke up to hear knocking on glass. At first, I thought it was the window until I heard it came from the mirror. Again. Girl, what do you mean by again? The first time you heard it, you should have burned that house down. What do you mean again? This is your own fault. They celebrated the first successful cryogenic freezing. He had no way of letting them know he was still conscious. Yeah. I'm never donating my body to science. It sat on my shelf with thoughtless Proclean eyes and the prettiest pink doll dress I could find. Why did she have to be born still? You know what? I used to think babies were really cute, like children are so cute, but at this point, I don't think so. I just think children should be just non-existent. Maybe you should just come out of your mom's woohoo an adult, because children are scary and they say the most creepiest shit ever. I'm not even kidding. There was a picture in my phone of me sleeping. I live alone. Girl, stop. Oh my goodness. I live alone. I'm gonna go through my gallery real quick, cause bruh, what if I'm missing something? What if I'm missing something? Working the night shift alone tonight. There's a face in the cellar staring at the security camera. Why are you looking at it? The minute I see something like that, I would either be dead or I'd be running for my life. What are you still doing standing there? You wake up, she doesn't. I didn't really get that. She asked why I was breathing so heavily. I wasn't. Remind me, please, to never sleep next to someone, especially next to my very fragile friends who could die any minute. You get home, tired after a long day's work, and ready for a relaxing night alone. You reach out for the light switch, but another hand is already there. Bro, I would just burn the whole house down, like I said earlier. I would just pretend like I didn't feel it, get out the door and run for my goddamn life. My daughter won't stop crying and screaming in the middle of the night. I visit her oh, we should have stopped at the grave. I visit her grave and ask her to stop, but it doesn't help. This is why you don't have kids, because kids are annoying and they don't leave you the fuck alone. Day 312. Internet is still not working. This has to be the scariest thing on here. I would not be able to survive in this planet without Wi-Fi. It's just a fact. Like, with the people around me, hell no, because they are the most boring people I've ever met. I'm like the only fun person I know. You are laying in bed and with your feet dangling out of the covers, you feel a hand grab your feet. Oh my goodness. Let's just agree, that is one of all of ours worst fear. That is the reason we sort of keep one leg out and one leg in when we're sleeping with the covers on. But I would never keep only my feet outside the covers. Like, I don't give a damn how hot it is. My body needs to be inside the covers. My wife woke me up last night to tell me there was an intruder in our house. She was murdered by an intruder 2 years ago. Tell your bitch ass wife to go mind her own goddamn business. That bitch is dead. She's dead. What the hell is she doing? But I mean, she did help you, but that is just freaky, okay? I would rather meet an intruder than a ghost telling me that there's an intruder in my house. I wouldn't pass out seeing an intruder. I would fight. What am I gonna do with a ghost? Fight air? The officer finally got back to me. The call was coming from inside the house. Okay, at this point I am getting a little scared. Not scared. These are a little freaky, even though they're short, they are a little freaky. I was having a pleasant dream when what sounded like hammering woke me up. After that, I could barely hear the muffled sound of dirt covering the coffin over my own screams. Interesting fact, did you guys know that in the olden days, they used to have those bells connected to the coffin just in case someone was buried by mistake, because they didn't really know how to check if a person was actually dead or alive, so they would put these bells on top of their grave, so if anyone was buried alive by mistake, they could just ring the bell and someone would just dig them back up, which is scary. Thank God I was born into the modern century. The last man on earth sat alone in a room. There was a knock at the door. Well then, bitch, that means that's not the last person on earth. There's probably somebody else. After working a hard day, I came home to see my girlfriend cradling our child. I didn't know which was more frightening, seeing my dead girlfriend and stillborn child, or knowing that someone broke into my apartment to place them there. Boy, go get baptized. You know what? Don't even go get baptized. Buy a ticket, fly to another country, change your name, change your face, go get surgery done, and just live in a church. You hear your mom calling you into the kitchen. As you're heading down the stairs, you hear a whisper from the closet. Don't go there. I heard it too. Yeah. You know what? This has actually happened. Like, I don't know if this happens to other people, but do you ever hear like someone calling your name and then you ask them like, did you call me? They're like, no. Like, it has happened to me so many freaking times, especially with my mother too. It has happened so many freaking times. What if we're not paying attention to it and that is why like we don't really know that it's a ghost? Okay, you know what, let's not get into that because that's sort of creeping me out right now. She went upstairs to check on her sleeping toddler. The window was open and the bed was empty. Baby girl, your kid was kidnapped. Okay, your kid was kidnapped. So call 911. The longer I wore it, the more it grew on me. She had such pretty skin. Okay, that is so, oh my goodness, okay, that is so weird. That is just so weird. You hear the scream across the hallway, but your eyes won't open and you can't move. See, if I was in a horror movie, this, and if I had to do this, if I had to enact this scene right over here, that would be the end of me. I would just be like, yeah, no, I'm not even acting that because that just gives me the chills. I'm not doing that. I looked out my window. The stars had gone away. Yeah, we don't have stars either right now, so I guess that's normal. I always thought my cat had a staring problem. I feel like I know where this is going. She always seemed fixated on my face until one day when I realized that she was always just looking behind me. Oh my goodness, my cat does that all the freaking time. Like, I would literally be sitting here and she would be looking there and she would just look around and like it would be a blank wall, right? And she would just look at it with so much interest and I would always think like, what the hell is she looking at? After reading this, I think I'm gonna change my house. Yeah, I'm not living in this apartment no more. I can't sleep, she whispered, crawling into bed with me. I woke up cold, clutching the dress she was buried in. Call the priest. Right now. Call the priest. I just saw my reflection blink. Come on, let's just agree that we have all tried to do that. Like, I've tried to do that so many freaking times. I would sit in front of the mirror when I was a kid and I would just blink. I would just do something as fast as I can to catch my reflection. Like, what if it's not my reflection? What if it's somebody else? You get what I mean? Okay. I'm freaking out a little bit. Okay, whatever. I kiss my wife and daughter goodnight before I go to sleep. When I wake up, I'm in a padded room and the nurses tell me it was just a dream. I didn't really get that. I peeked outside. The pizza delivery guy is at the door, but I didn't order a pizza. And definitely not from someone wearing a pig mask. Maybe you just ordered like pork pizza? Or am I just being stupid? Maybe it's Halloween. My mother has been screaming at the front door for hours now. She is not happy that I killed her with my bare hand. What? If my son did that, do you think I would be happy? Like, are you out of your goddamn mind? Like, mama, if you're watching this, I would never do that, okay? Maybe a retirement home, but not that. Anyways, you guys, that was about it for part 1. I'm gonna be posting part 2 probably like day after tomorrow. I don't really know, but it'll probably be in the description box below. So go check it out and let me know if you guys found this interesting. If you have any horror stories, leave it in the comment section down below and I will definitely read them. I would love to read them, so do not forget to leave it down there. And yeah, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section down below what other videos you guys would love to see, and I would love to do them. And yeah, that's it for this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.